So when I read the cue card, the first thing thrown into my mind was a magazine, which is tạp chí sức khỏe. So it discussed all about the issues of health problem, news and innovations that can help to extend your life and improve your health. The periodical, the period, periodical of this magazine is online. Weekly basis. So I virtually never missed any of each article. Each article. A couple of years back, the, the magazine introduced some health tips that is on a piece of article namely how to lead a healthy life. It provides some feasible practice on eating, sleeping, sleeping, doing exercise, and the like that is important and directly related to the healthy lifestyle. So I realized that my sedentary lifestyle, which I am leading, is so harmful, and I need to do something to improve this by um, some tips on this article told me I should walk around 30 minutes a day. So I bought a fitness tracker to measure my steps up, the numbers of steps and my punch. That mm, actually really helpful for me to promote the walking walking hobby, walking I mean habit set, and I found it is the excellent way to um, get lean, get lean and unwind at the same time. I enjoy walking around my neighborhood and even get to work because by this my physical and mental health um, enormously improved, and I can work and study better. What's the influence on of reading on people? I think the most important impact on people is that they can um, uh, the ability to read opens the door to the standards of education. So it broadens our horizon and updates us to the latest information what happens in the world. And then, whenever we have to face with the bad situation and the countless issues, some well-written novel or engaging magazines may help you um, uh, to decompress and let the tensions drain away. What's the difference in people? I think the difference between this type of news is that with the newspaper, it includes a range of topics from sports, cooking, and to the weather. But with the magazine, it focused mainly on people who, for example, tend to read about health style and the publication. Newspaper usually um, is published frequently, more frequent than newspaper. A magazine. Do you think headline is important? Of course, it's really important. It is the most one of the most important parts in the newspaper, when it has to grab attention of reader and the website visitor. Besides, it is the connection between the author to the prospective customer. So the author have to I mean, name it right, get them right. So important to bring the visitor, the reader into the view of the point view, the viewpoint. Which is more important, domestic or international news? But I think it is equally important. With the international newspaper, it provides information which happened in the world, but with the local news, it is directly affects people. I know, and even me. It keep abreast of the local information. Yeah, news change over the last few years in the country. Newspaper change in the former days. Newspaper is the most important. The main source of information. But these days, with the advent of internet and the satellite TV channels, so people have more choices to keep updates of the information which happen in the world. So newspapers um, no longer, no longer newspaper is no longer disused. Disused. No longer disused. Do you think the government is the right to censor the press? Just I think they does. I mean they. I mean the government does, and I believe it is the right because with the right of censoring this newspaper, the government can make sure the information is traceable, and then they carry out the finding missions and have people to blow the whistle when something wrong. Do you think electronic media will? Yes, newspaper and traditional news magazine, for example, are likely to disappear, and be disused in future in the current form because the internet and the internet user. Firstly, internet is more popularity, gain so much popularity, and internet user access to these informations online because it is the free way, and yeah, mm, printed one fall into this use because it's not eco-friendly by the tons of good material that needed to print a page, just a form, print each page, and cost of if transportation is not low.